Are you tired of spending a fortune on chemicals, watching your garden struggle and still ending up with tiny, disappointing harvests? What if I told you the secret to this kind of explosive, abundant growth isn't in an expensive bottle, but right in your own kitchen and yard? Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we are breaking the budget wide open. Forget the chemical aisle. Forget those high-priced fertilizers. In this video, I'm giving you 4 of the most powerful, zero-cost liquid fertilizer recipes that you can brew easily at home. These aren't just random concoctions. These are microbe-rich powerhouses that will feed your soil, supercharge your plants, and guarantee a harvest so big you'll need a bigger basket. Get ready to see your plants explode with fruit. Let's get started and start making some liquid gold. On number 1. Growing healthy, strong plants, then you are going to enjoy learning about this simple and powerful homemade fertilizer. Today, we are making something natural, affordable, and super effective. You only need a few basic things like potatoes, water, soil, and a little sea salt. This method is based on the idea of boosting helpful microorganisms to support plant growth. Stay with me, because after trying this, your garden will truly come to life in a way you have never seen before. First, take about 1 kilogram of potatoes. You can smash them with a stone or anything heavy you have. If it is easier for you, you can also boil them. The goal is to break the potatoes down so the natural sugars and starches inside them can be easily released into the water. Once your potatoes are smashed nicely, take about 10 liters of non-chlorinated water. You can also use rainwater if you have it. Pour the water into a large container and add your smashed potatoes into it. Now take a few handfuls of garden soil and add it to the container as well. The soil brings important microorganisms into the mixture, which will start working with the sugars from the potatoes. After this, add a few tablespoons of sea salt into the mix. The sea salt will provide minerals that the microbes and plants will love. Mix everything together really well with a stick or your hand. Once everything is mixed, loosely cover the container. Do not seal it tightly. The mixture needs some air to breathe. After about 24 hours, you should start seeing bubbles forming on the surface of the liquid. Those bubbles are a very good sign. It means that the microorganisms are active and multiplying rapidly. They are eating the sugars from the potatoes and creating an environment full of good bacteria. If your weather is cold, it might take a little longer to see the bubbles, maybe 48 hours, but that is okay. Just wait until you see the bubbling action. Once your Jotum liquid fertilizer is bubbling, it is ready to use. Before giving it to your plants, you must dilute it. Use 1 part of the liquid fertilizer and mix it with 8 to 10 parts of clean water. This way, the mixture is not too strong and will be safe for your plants. Now you can water your plants with this diluted liquid, either at the base of the plants or even as a gentle foliar spray if you want. The benefits of this potato-based Jotum liquid fertilizer are amazing. First of all, it brings a huge amount of beneficial microorganisms into your soil. These tiny helpers break down organic matter in the soil, making nutrients easier for plants to absorb. They also protect your plants by fighting against harmful bacteria and fungi that can cause diseases. Your plants will grow stronger roots, thicker stems, and greener, healthier leaves. Another benefit is the minerals from the sea salt. Plants need tiny amounts of different minerals, just like humans need vitamins. The sea salt in this fertilizer provides natural minerals like magnesium, calcium, and potassium. These minerals help plants build stronger cell walls, produce more flowers, and grow fruits faster. You will notice that your plants become more resistant to drought, heat, and even pest attacks because their natural defense systems become stronger. Using this type of natural fertilizer also improves the soil structure over time. Healthy soil is full of life, not just dirt. When you add beneficial microbes and organic matter, the soil becomes softer, holds water better, and lets air reach the roots more easily. This leads to long-term improvement, not just a quick boost. You will be building a rich, living soil that can support plants year after year with less need for chemical fertilizers. One of the best things about this fertilizer is how cheap and easy it is to make. Potatoes are affordable and easy to find, rainwater costs nothing, and you can get garden soil from your own backyard. Even the sea salt is a small cost compared to buying expensive fertilizers from the store. Plus, you are not adding any harmful chemicals to your garden, which means safer food for you and a healthier environment. Once you try this potato-based JUG liquid fertilizer, you will see the difference in just a few weeks. Your plants will look more vibrant, grow faster, and produce more flowers, fruits, or vegetables. This simple method can turn a weak garden into a strong and thriving one. Give it a try and watch how nature rewards you with beauty, health, and abundance. And if you want more amazing natural fertilizer recipes, sprays, and gardening tips, make sure to check out our channel. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like so you never miss out on the wonderful videos. Number 2. Harvesting time in a vegetable garden is always rewarding because it reflects weeks or months of care, patience, and observation. At this stage, the garden gives back in more ways than one. Not only do we collect fresh vegetables for eating, but we also gather valuable plant material that can be reused to nourish the soil again. This approach turns harvesting into a complete cycle where nothing is wasted and every part of the plant serves a purpose. During harvesting, the first priority is collecting vegetables that are ready to be eaten raw or cooked. These are the fruits, roots, or tender parts that have reached maturity and offer the best flavor and nutrition. Freshly harvested vegetables are healthier, taste better, and carry a sense of satisfaction that store-bought produce rarely provides. But alongside these edible parts, there is another important resource that often gets ignored: the leaves and leftover plant material. Instead of throwing them away, these leaves can be transformed into a powerful liquid fertilizer for the garden. Once the vegetables are harvested, the leaves are separated and chopped into small pieces. Chopping is important because smaller pieces break down faster and release nutrients more efficiently. These chopped leaves are then placed into a bucket. The bucket does not need to be fancy. Any clean container that can hold water and be covered will work well. After adding the leaves, the bucket is filled with non-chlorinated water. This is a crucial step, as chlorine can harm beneficial microorganisms that play a major role in the fermentation process. If tap water is the only option, letting it sit uncovered for several hours or overnight allows chlorine to evaporate naturally. After filling the bucket with water, a few tablespoons of molasses are added. Molasses acts as a food source for beneficial microbes. It is rich in sugars and trace minerals, which help microorganisms multiply and become active. These microbes are responsible for breaking down plant material and converting it into nutrients that plants can easily absorb later. The next step is adding a handful of manure to the bucket. Manure introduces additional microorganisms and nutrients, strengthening the fertilizer. Well-aged or composted manure is best, as it reduces the risk of harmful pathogens and unpleasant odors. Once all ingredients are in the bucket, everything is mixed thoroughly. Mixing ensures that the leaves, molasses, manure, and water combine evenly, creating the right environment for fermentation. After mixing, the bucket is covered. The cover should not be completely airtight. Allowing a little airflow helps prevent pressure buildup while still protecting the mixture from insects and debris. The bucket is then placed in a shaded area, away from direct sunlight. Do you usually throw away vegetable leaves, or do you already reuse them in some way? The waiting period is where transformation happens. Over the next 10 to 15 days, the mixture ferments. During this time, microorganisms break down the leaves and manure, releasing nutrients into the liquid. The smell will become strong, which is normal and a sign that the process is working. Stirring the mixture every few days can help keep the fermentation active and balanced, though it is not strictly necessary. After the waiting period, the liquid fertilizer is ready to use. The solid material can be strained out or left in the bucket, depending on preference. Before applying it to the garden, the liquid must be diluted with water. Using it in concentrated form can harm plants, so dilution makes it safe and effective. Once diluted, it can be applied directly to the soil around plants or used as a soil drench to boost microbial activity and nutrient availability. This homemade liquid fertilizer enriches the soil naturally, improves plant growth, and reduces reliance on chemical fertilizers. It also supports a sustainable gardening approach by recycling garden waste and closing the nutrient loop. What started as discarded leaves becomes a valuable input that feeds the next cycle of growth. Through this simple process, the garden not only provides food but also teaches the importance of balance, reuse, and respect for natural systems. On number 3, we are about to make a liquid fertilizer that will give your plants a real boost in a short time. And the best part is, all the ingredients are natural and easy to get. We start with banana peels. Cut them up, toss them in a blender with some water, and turn them into a smooth juice. Banana peels are packed with potassium, which helps plants grow strong stems and produce more flowers. They also contain calcium and magnesium, which support root growth and keep plants healthy overall. By turning them into juice, the nutrients become easy for the plants to absorb quickly. Once the banana peel juice is ready, we mix it with water. If you have rainwater, that's perfect because it's clean and soft, without the chlorine and chemicals that tap water has. This makes it easier for plants to take up the nutrients and helps the beneficial microbes in the fertilizer grow faster. Next, we add molasses. Molasses is full of natural sugars and minerals, which feed the good bacteria in the mixture. These microbes help break down all the ingredients, turning them into nutrients plants can use immediately. Even if your molasses has become thick due to chilly weather, it still works perfectly. After that, we add fully decomposed manure. This gives the fertilizer extra nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and many other nutrients plants love. Decomposed manure is gentle, so it won't burn plants, and it brings in beneficial microbes that improve soil health. It also adds organic matter, which makes plants greener, strengthens their roots, and helps them survive dry periods. This ingredient is key for making your fertilizer effective and fast-acting. We then add a few tablespoons of rock phosphate powder. Rock phosphate is a natural source of phosphorus, which is important for strong roots, flowers, and seed formation. In the liquid fertilizer, the microbes fed by the molasses help release this phosphorus faster than it would in the soil alone. This means your plants get access to it quickly, which is especially useful for flowering or fruiting plants and young seedlings. Even though rock phosphate works slowly in soil, in this mixture it becomes more effective. After mixing everything, cover the bucket and let it sit for a week or two. During this time, the microbes break down the nutrients and make them ready for the plants. You'll notice the color changing. It becomes darker and richer, which is a sign that the fermentation is working. After 7 days, your liquid fertilizer is ready. When using it, you have 2 options. You can dilute it by mixing 1 part fertilizer with 10 parts water, which is safer for young or sensitive plants. Or you can give a small amount directly to each plant, especially bigger ones, or those that need a quick nutrient boost. The liquid fertilizer improves soil health, strengthens roots, helps plants grow faster, and even helps them resist stress. Every ingredient in this mixture has a role. Banana peels for potassium and minerals, molasses for feeding microbes, decomposed manure for nitrogen and organic matter, and rock phosphate for phosphorus. Together, they create a nutrient-rich fertilizer that works fast and keeps your plants healthy. It's simple, natural, and very effective, giving your garden exactly what it needs to thrive. On number 4, sometimes we throw away things without realizing how powerful they can be for our garden. In this method, we'll turn something most people ignore into a rich, natural liquid that gives plants energy to grow stronger, greener, and more productive. It's simple, budget-friendly, and uses items already available at home. With just a little time and care, you'll create a natural booster that works better than most chemical fertilizers. Let's begin this step-by-step process and see how it works. We are going to take about 1.5 kilograms of spoiled fruits and fruit peels and put them in a bucket. Now take some compost, either homemade or from a good source, and mix it with the fruit waste really well. The compost will help break down the fruit faster and add helpful microorganisms that support plant growth. This mixture should be well blended with your hands or a stick. Then we add about 10 liters of rainwater or clean water that doesn't have chlorine in it. Chlorine from tap water can harm the helpful bacteria we want in the mixture. If you don't have rainwater, you can leave tap water in an open bucket for 24 hours before using it. That will allow the chlorine to evaporate. After adding the water, cover the bucket with a loose lid or cloth to keep insects out, but still allow some air in. Now let this mixture sit for about 2 weeks. During this time, stir it every few days to help the materials break down evenly. You may notice a sour or fermented smell. This is normal. It means the mixture is becoming rich in nutrients. The color will change, and the texture will become more liquid-like over time. While this fruit and compost mix is fermenting, prepare onion peel water on the side. About a week before the fruit mix is ready, take onion peels and soak them in warm water. You don't have to boil it, just warm is enough. Let this sit for a week. The onion peels will release potassium, sulfur, and other nutrients into the water. After your main mixture has fermented for 2 weeks, add the onion peel water into it. Stir everything really well so all the nutrients mix together. Now your liquid fertilizer is full of good bacteria, natural sugars, minerals, and important nutrients like potassium, phosphorus, and a small amount of nitrogen. But it's too strong to use directly on plants. So the final step is to dilute it. Take 1 part of this liquid fertilizer and mix it with 10 parts of clean water or rainwater. This means if you use 1 cup of fertilizer, you need to mix it with 10 cups of water. Mix it well, and now it's ready to use. You can pour this directly onto the soil near your plants, or use it to water them in the morning or evening. Avoid using it in the heat of the day. This homemade liquid fertilizer has many benefits. It improves the health of the soil by adding good bacteria and organic matter. These bacteria help unlock nutrients already in the soil and make them available to the plants. The nutrients from the fruit and peels help plants grow faster, become greener, and produce more flowers or fruits. The potassium from the onion peels helps the plants to become stronger and more resistant to disease. It also supports root growth and helps plants handle stress from heat or pests. Using this fertilizer regularly, once every 10 to 15 days, can make a big difference in your garden. It's safe for most vegetables, flowers, and fruit plants. It also helps reduce waste from your home, which is good for the environment. Instead of throwing things away, you're turning them into something powerful and natural that helps your plants grow without any chemicals. If you want to learn more about making different types of fertilizers or sprays for your garden, check out our other videos on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe, share with friends who love gardening, and like the video to support our work.